A well-deserved day finally comes to pass for Joe Burrow. Mike Petraglia outside Paycor Stadium. It was a special day here on Saturday as Joe Burrow finally put pen to paper on a $275 million record extension, an extension that will take him through the 2029 season in Bengals stripes. Of course, that contract also includes a record for the Bengals anyway, 219.01, yes, 10,000 extra dollars, $219.01 million guaranteed part of that contract that Joe Burrow will receive. It calculates out to, of course, a $55 million annual salary for the Bengals franchise quarterback. That is better than anyone in NFL history has ever received. So what was the reaction here on Saturday before the Bengals got ready to go off on their buses, off to their charter plane and up to Cleveland for the season opener? Well, Zach Taylor said this is a day that is well-deserved. It was a long time coming, 3 years as a matter of fact, but Joe Burrow has done everything in the world to prove that he is everything the Bengals stand for. After Zach Taylor's opening comments here on Saturday, Joe Burrow spoke for about 15 minutes on everything it means to be a Bengal and why this job means so much to him. He thanked his parents. He thanked the troubled times that he had at Ohio State when he never got onto the field. He called that one of the failures that kind of burned him in terms of desire to go out and succeed. And he said the NFL has been the best part of his career so far. Obviously, there's more work to do, he said here on Saturday morning. He also took time out to thank Bengals Executive Vice President Katie Blackburn. The Blackburns and the Browns don't like a lot of attention. I think everybody knows that. And they were not here at the press conference on Saturday morning. They allowed Zach Taylor and, of course, Burrow himself to speak in terms of the big story of the day. But again, Joe Burrow, right after the walkthrough here on Saturday morning and some team meetings, went upstairs, signed the contract that makes him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history, the highest paid player in NFL history. And shortly after that, he came down and gave about a 16-minute press conference. Of course, Joe Burrow remained very humble. I asked him about that shirt he was wearing here. He wore it for a second straight day, not knowing whether or not the contract would be signed on Friday. Did not happen, of course, on Friday. They had to wait until Saturday. So he wore that Athens t-shirt again. Why? Because it was all about his roots. He wanted to let everybody know that's where it started. And, you know, Saturday was really a lot about humility and drive when you talk about Joe Burrow. Yes, he can go out and buy anything online like he joked about here on Saturday morning, but he is not going to let that money, he promised everybody, he is not going to let that money change who he is as a player or a person. Yes, he's going to be able to contribute and donate his money where he wants to, a lot more of it now than he used to before, but he is driven, he said, to get that first Super Bowl title home and bring it home here to Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, under contract officially now for a 5-year extension, taking him through the 2029 season. That deal made official here on Saturday morning. We'll have you covered on Sunday as the Bengals open the 2023 season with Joe Burrow as their starting quarterback. They take on the Cleveland Browns up at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Follow me on Twitter, X.com, if you will, at Trags, Trags. Of course, as always, clnsmedia.com. And be sure to click and subscribe. Leave your comments below at my YouTube page, youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod, all one word. Outside Paycor Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.